Hello everybody, how's it going, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 with a possibly quick, though this could be long depending if the armies get big enough, Battle Royale, where the continents are countries. Want to see who in Eurasia, Africa is the best, if North America or South America truly is the superior, and whether Australia ever gets naval invaded or not. I chose this one because it's quicker. I did post in the community tab. I do have that now, so I'll keep watch out for certain posts, polls, and other stuff. The first post I did was a poll, which actually did very, very well. It was something like almost 60 or so responses, which was quite a lot for the first poll, not announcing that I had community on a video or anything like that. So that was pretty cool. The second one was, as some of you know, I went in for some sort of emergency surgery. I didn't really elaborate on what it was, because at the time I had pretty much just gotten out of surgery, I think, at that point. It was an emergency appendectomy, which is essentially appendicitis, so my appendix started to hate me. So Monday morning around 4 a.m. or so, I thought I had just like cramps. So I went to the bathroom, thought nothing of it, went back to bed, tried to sleep, but it just kept getting worse. My fiance also thought, maybe it's just cramps, so I had the day off, just heat pad on me and drink some vitamin D or whatever, and hopefully it'll just go away. Shit happens, right? But it just got worse throughout the day. The heat pack did not help, which is actually a very clear sign that it's not cramps and it is actually appendicitis or something wrong with your kidneys if the heat packs don't do anything, because the heat packs can actually make it worse, surprisingly enough, at least for appendicitis. So she got home from work, was like, okay, if it's not getting better, we should go to the doctor. We ended up going to the doctor, and they were like, yeah, no, we're going to do a CT scan. They did one, said, no, your appendix is severely inflamed and could burst pretty much at any moment, they figured. So, yeah, they wheeled me into surgery at about 9:30 that night, and that was it. They took it out. So I'm quite sore right now. It's not really painful. Basic Tylenol dulls any kind of discomfort, which is nice. It's just very annoying because I have to sleep kind of upright, at least until the stitches and stuff kind of start to dissolve out, which is probably going to take probably almost close to a week. I can walk, but very short distances before I either get quite tired or very, very sore. I also can't bend down, like, pretty much at all. I can only bend down probably about maybe 20% of what I should be able to. I should be able to bend down and touch my stupid toes, but I can barely bend down and use my long ass arms to reach my belly. So it's pretty debilitating. Thankfully, though, I'm able to sit down. So the past couple days, since Monday, obviously I came out of the hospital, I've been doing better and better as far as like sitting goes. So I'm able to sit on my computer chair now for at least a little while. So I'm able to do videos like this, even if I have to do them over like a full day rather than sitting in one sitting. So if this is chunked up abnormally, like there's abnormal cuts, just keep in mind that that's just me. I couldn't sit down on my chair anymore. I had to go to my couch to stretch myself out a little bit and have a bit of a more comfy sit for a little while and then come back to it. So that goes for any videos in the next probably a couple of weeks. They say recovery time for an appendectomy. I had a laparoscopy or whatever the fuck it's called. So it was like the 3 little cuts instead of the one big slice. So that is a faster recovery time. It's 1 to 3 weeks compared to 2 to 6 weeks. So I'm a pretty healthy dude overall. I mean, I'm a big dude, but I mean, there's nothing really super wrong with me except for somewhat high blood pressure. So I should probably heal in, they said, probably the 1.5 week time frame. But I don't have any work for this weekend, so fully off work this weekend, and then probably come back to a partial week next week, and then fully back into it the week after that. That's how I think it's gonna go. I'm gonna try and work like a mid-shift Saturday, and like work with a coworker on Sunday to help me out. But we'll see what happens. I appreciate all the well wishes and stuff, both on Facebook, a few people that have added me there, as well as the community posts, a few people have posted there, as well as my Twitter and my Instagram. I've gotten some messages and stuff there for well wishes. I really do appreciate it. If you want to follow anything I do outside of videos and stuff. My Instagram link is in the description. That's the one I post most often to. You can also follow my Twitter, though, too. I'll put a link there to that, too, I guess. But anyway, enough rambling about my injuries. Let's injure millions of people on a virtual video game. So, we have the European Union, we have Asia, Africa, Australia, South America, and the North American Federation. North American Federation has immediately declared war on the South American Federation. South America got its one troop up there first. North America has a boat, but does not appear to have been smart enough to train any actual fucking divisions. So they're training ships right now, but not training in military at all. Meanwhile, Europe, who I do believe is at war now. Oh, they are now at war with Asia. I think they were just at war with Africa for the first little bit, but they're at war with Asia now. They've got probably the biggest army, 20 total divisions that they've been able to make, and Asia sitting at 33. So it's kind of weird that they would declare war on Asia so quickly, but Asia units probably are shit. 3 for the African Republic. However, the Africans can easily just defend on the Suez if they're smart with those 3 divisions. Apparently they're not, because the Asian divisions got in there pretty quickly. The European, of course, is the European Union. Asia is led in its Asian-ness by the Chinese, by the looks of it there. Africa is being led by Ethiopia, which is probably a good choice. South America being led by Brazil, of course, and North America being led by the Americans. Obviously, the United States of America. So, hooray. Now, South America is probably going to make quick work, because North America is being stupid and not training any fucking divisions. I don't know if that's a glitch in the mod, or they're just retarded, and they just want to send out submarines, because that's literally all they're making. But hey, if that's what they want to do, that's fine. We've actually got some interesting shake-up going on in Africa. So the African divisions kicked out that Asian division and are now defending that Suez properly, like I said they fucking should. The Europeans have invaded parts of northern Turkey, although they've lost that port. They need to take that back before they lose that. That won't be good. Oh, they took it back. Okay. They've also invaded the northern Caucasus regions, and they're starting a big fight in the Urals. But again, because they don't have a super massive army, there's some issues there. Some pretty crazy issues. You can see the Europeans pushing a little bit on the north here, but the Asians definitely pushing in the middle and south. The Europeans are having more so success in the Caucasus and in Turkey. As far as factory count goes, the Europeans are actually set up pretty well. 184 military factories, 345 civilians. The Asians set up with 70 and 155 respectively. The Africans with 12 and 107. The Americans actually have 27, 190, which is less than I thought they would have. 28 military factories and 108 civilian for South America, which is, I do believe, one less than military factories than North America. So South America actually could very easily outproduce North America if they're smart enough. Again, not that it matters. North America hasn't made any fucking ground divisions, so South America is sitting there healthily with 17 of them. I don't know why they're the only ones that haven't made any ground divisions, unless Australia hasn't either. They have. They've made 4. Even Australia is more ready for this war. I don't even know where their divisions are. Actually, where are their divisions? Where did they go? Where did you send your... Oh, there's 2 here. None in... Oh, they're defending New Guinea. I see. They're doing the whole World War II thing. They're defending from Asia. Okay. If we look at the European front, it looks like the Europeans are holding on to Istanbul, but it looks like they're getting pushed out of the Caucasus by the Asian troops, which is kind of weird that the Asians are having this, like... They have more divisions than the Europeans somehow. Europeans have 56 total. Asia has 60. They're just mass-producing divisions. So I have to wonder how fucking awful they actually are. They're template 3. Oh, wow. These are actually, like, good-ass divisions. Damn, okay. Those are actually really good divisions. So what are the Europeans producing? What are you guys... You guys aren't even producing that much. You have so much equipment. And you're producing the French infantry divisions. The template 3s, which are good divisions. Don't get me wrong. You're just not producing enough of them. Why? Why are you not producing more? Asia's mass-producing units. that are literally just as good as yours. They're going to overwhelm you in numbers alone. Africa's actually hanging on. They have their guys defending Cairo and the Suez here. And it looks like they're going to hold for the time being, at least until Europe and Asia figure out who's going to win this war. Again, Asia looks like they could easily take it if Europe is going to be all lazy about producing units. I didn't expect the Europeans to be so fucking lazy about it. You know what I mean? Like, they're just so fucking lazy. God damn. We have South America pushing into North America. I wonder if there's any casualties. No. There's no casualties, and there probably will never be casualties. It'll take a while for them to actually take North America because their stability and war support are so goddamn high. Like, they'll have to take pretty much all of it. But they will do it. South America is going to win this war. North America would have to mass produce a shit ton of units right now. Like, just to catch up. Are they even producing rifles and stuff? They are. They're producing a shit ton of planes and boats, though. And the only thing they're producing is rifles. Just Garands. Which makes no sense. Why would you only produce Garands? What the fuck are you doing? Dumbasses. Even the Europeans, I'm still confused, but at least they're producing more than that. Okay, never mind. They're only producing fucking infantry equipment. Oh, there. Okay, they got total artillery down there, too. Oh, that's why they're so fucked up, because their AI is retarded. The AI isn't producing what it needs to produce those units out. They're producing aircraft instead. What about Asia? Yeah, see, Asia has total artillery and infantry equipment and support equipment first, second, and third. The planes don't matter at this point. You need troops on the ground to hold a line, and then you need the stuff to push over that line. Like Europe, you're doing everything backwards. You don't need planes first, you need infantry. To Europe's credit, they held Istanbul for quite some time, and they're still technically holding it. They're getting surrounded in Azerbaijan. A couple of units here surrounded, one defending Baku. But the Asians have pushed far north into the Caucasus now. They've linked up with their with the Ural line. Still, this guy up here is still doing his job, doing his duty. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. I'm also very tired. I have to sleep on the couch, and it's really not comfortable. So basically, I'll get to go to sleep once. And however long I sleep on that one, like, you know, one fall asleep is pretty much how much I get, like, all night long. So I slept until like 4 this morning, and I tried to go back to sleep, but it didn't really work. I couldn't get comfortable again. It really sucks. If you ever have to have this surgery, man, just be prepared for like a shitty few days. I'm also super fucking bored. I might even do like a live stream or something tomorrow if I feel up to it, because I'm just so goddamn bored. I've been in this house for like a couple days, and I know I can't. I'm supposed to go to work today, but I'm not going to work. I don't work again until next Friday, right? So it's a while. It's just, what, a week from tomorrow? And I've been home since Tuesday, technically. So, and then, of course, my fiance has to go to work because we need to pay rent. Thankfully, I get paid 3 times this month, and I'm commissioned. If I wasn't commissioned right now, I'd be fucked for, like, rent. But thankfully, my commission was very, very high because of November Black Friday. I almost doubled my commission Black Friday weekend alone. And thankfully, this all happened, you know, on the Monday. I actually went to work, too. It's kind of funny. I thought it was just cramps, and then I tried to get somebody to cover for me because it was like, I had to sit down. My work requires me to stand, but like I literally had to like sit down for the 4 hours that I was there, and yeah, I just thought it was cramps. Whatever, be back to work. I'd go away, but then it wasn't. My poor manager felt so bad. She's like, I'm so sorry I made you work through when you're having appendicitis. Your organ was literally trying to kill you, and you still came into work. That's dedication right there. I think I could have literally just been like, no, I cannot go to work right now, and then told them I had an appendicitis, and they wouldn't have been able to do anything. Like, they couldn't reprimand me for not going because I was in that much pain. But yeah, it was kind of funny. It was really easy too. To anybody that's like curious about how the surgery and stuff was it painful or anything like that? No, I was definitely in a lot more discomfort and pain before I had the surgery. Like, it's your lower right hand side of your stomach, like, and your abdomen, and it's like a dull pain. It's almost like a cramp, but not quite. But it's a very dull pain, and then there's sharp pains in between. And I didn't think anything of it. I thought it would hurt more, to be fair. Like, don't get me wrong, I was very uncomfortable, but I thought it would hurt more than it did. But it was still shitty. And the surgery, they put you under. I woke up. I was on pain meds and stuff, so I didn't feel anything really. It was just loopy. Went to sleep. They checked my vitals. It was really weird. It was the first time I've been admitted into a hospital in almost 20 years. I had croup when I was 5. And I was in the hospital for a week with that because I had trouble. One of my lungs almost collapsed, so they kept me for a week to make sure that didn't happen again. Because like the coughing and stuff was like just ravaging my lungs. So they put me on like oxygen for like a week when I had that. And that was the last time I was in the hospital. I was 5, and I'm almost 25 now, so about 20 years. Yeah, 20 years in September. So that's kind of crazy to think. Almost 20 years on the dot, and then something else fucks up. Another spare part goes. Basically what it is. Okay, so the Asians have pushed through into the Balkans now. The Europeans are having a tough-ass time holding the line now. I think a lot of their troops actually have been surrounded and killed. Oh yeah, about half their army's dead. The Asians are probably just producing... Oh, that's the European Union still. The Asians have 126. The Asians are dominant. Africa's been here doing... Wait a minute, is that Africa pushing? Africa has 60 divisions. Africa is pushing into the Levant and into the Middle East. Wait, what? Hold the fuck on. I didn't expect Africa to push. What is happening right now? So they're basically taking a bunch of oil from the Asian faction and stemming their attack into Europe right now. If the Europeans still had their army of like 60, this could be really bad for Asia. Because the Africans are like pissed. Where the fuck are they going? I didn't realize. I was like, I'm gonna check their troops, and I see all that green, and I'm like, wait a minute. Did they invade? They have 69 divisions. They have 60... Oh, excuse me. 66 factories compared to 135, so there's still about half the factories, but man, they've made one hell of a fucking go. Even if they lose at this point, that's commendable. They actually managed to do that. That's very commendable. Considering the Asians really don't need that much troops on the front line in Europe to actually, like, push them out and win. How is this war even going? So, 691,000 casualties for the European Union. 125 for the Asian Republic, or Asian Caliphate, whatever we want to call it. Still 0 for South America. What have the Africans inflicted then in this war? They've taken okay, they're taking a shit ton of casualties. They've inflicted 127k, but now they're taking a crap ton of casualties now. They also don't have anywhere near the manpower that the Asians do, and they've already started to get pushed back. They had, pretty much to Anatolia here, but they got pushed back. They got pushed back in this area too. They had pretty darn close to Kuwait City port and stuff, but you can see they've now been started to be pushed back. So the Asians are like realizing that they fucked up, and now they're trying to stabilize the front. I don't think they're gonna push them back right away, but heavily push them back. But they're definitely gonna stabilize that front, so the Africans won't be able to push back in. That little distraction, though, did help the Europeans a little bit here in the Balkans. They've made a mess of this line. An absolute fucking mess. The Asians are starting to kind of, like, compensate back again, but, man, they made a mess of that line for a second there. Oh, boy. That was hardcore. That was hardcore. You got these two guys. They could walk to Varna, the port there, or they could walk to that port, but I think they've run out of... They can't. They're not organized enough now. They'd have to be liberated. Jesus. Oh my. And Europe is starting to slowly collapse. 31% towards capitulation now, as the Asians march ever westward. So they're fighting right now. They're still fighting over the Baltics and, like, eastern Poland still. But how long that fight will last, I don't know. Oh, South America fully capitulated. Okay, and now they're at war with Africa? Yeah, they're at war with Africa. I don't think they'll ever get over there. They have 150 divisions, though. That's quite impressive. Who is Australia at war with, anyway? Anybody? Well, they are at a war. They're at war with South America. Oh, that's South America still. Australia, what's up? Are you at war with anybody? No. You're not at war with anybody, and nobody's at war with you. That will change. The Asians will eventually declare war on you, but... you know, whatever. The Africans have pushed again. They've retaken Kuwait City. They're looking to push and take the entire Arabian Peninsula at this point. There's not much defense on the Asian side there. They've cut off... Oh. They've cut off the Asian divisions in Turkey and the Balkans from the Caucasus for now. They have to go all the way around the Black Sea rather than just through the Turkish peninsula here. So that's interesting. They've been surrounding Asian divisions left, right, and center, too. I don't know what the hell kind of steroids these African divisions are on, but fuck, give me some. That's honestly unexpected. I think that's almost as unexpected as Europe not building a proper army. Like, honestly. I thought the Europeans would do way better than that. Well, they're trying now. You see they have the divisions now. It's too little too late, though, guys. Like, they still have the military factories to be able to do it. It's just the Asians now have more. Europe was the dominant one. They had the most factories, both military and consumer, or civilian, I should say, out of everybody. But they fucking blew it. They totally blew their lead there. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm so sorry that I'm yawning. Oh my god. I really need to go fucking sleep. But yeah, the European Union is looking at its end, I think. I don't think they've got too long to this world, if I'm honest. In the arms of an angel. Goodbye, Merkel. Actually, I think Berlin's already fallen. Yeah, Merkel's already dead. Unless she, like, evacuated. The only thing is that if the European Union doesn't surrender with the takeover of continental Europe, they'll never lose. Because I don't think anybody's going to be able to ever invade Britain. Britain itself is... I mean, there's 2 troops on it, but if they develop more troops, it'll be protected. If they immediately invade, maybe. But if they don't... If Europe doesn't surrender with the continent collapse, which I think it will, 61% towards capitulation now. So, and there's still quite a lot of industrial Europe to go. They're just moving into like Bitburg, Strasbourg and stuff now. They still have big cities like Amsterdam and Antwerp, Brussels, Paris, all that stuff to go. Like pretty much all of France, which is quite valuable. And they still have Rome, Naples, Palermo, a lot of areas to go still. The Africans still pushing. They've pushed into the Caucasus now. They somehow are pushing north into the plains of the northern Caucasus region, which is kind of crazy, like towards Rostov here. And they haven't fully like cut off the Caucasus here. They're still fighting here, but they're pushing north on the on the west coast of the Black Sea, or the east coast, I should say, of the Black Sea. That's really weird. Western side of the Caucasus. That's crazy. They surrounded some more divisions here. They killed them by the looks of it. The Asians have a lot of troops defending this too. It's not like they're not like, you know, it's not like they're not defending it. They are. Oh, Europe's capital's Brussels. Oh my. Oh, Europe. You sick old man. The Brussels is now entirely undefended. Yeah, they just walked into fucking Brussels. Who's the capital now? Where are they gonna move it to? Paris, of course. Smart place to put it is London. It's under the least amount of threat right now. But hey, whatever. Why listen to me, right? Dumbasses. I love how Africa has just pushed this much. I don't think they're gonna win, but it's just funny how they've pushed that much. What are they up to in divisions now? 98. So they're getting up there in divisions. And the Asians are currently at, oh Jesus, I thought I selected them. There we go. 196. So they're still like half the Asian divisions. What divisions are they making anyway, the Africans? Are they good? Oops. Just regular infantry division. They're not even better than the Asian divisions. What the fuck? How are they winning? How are they doing this well against the Asians? Is it literally because the Asians are pouring way too much resources into Europe? I wouldn't think. They're not pouring that many troops into Europe. Alright, it's a good amount, sure, but not like, well, wow, why are you here kind of units. It's like just enough to kind of, you know, kick their ass. Which they've, oh, that's gonna happen like almost immediately. They just gotta take like 2 more things. Take Madrid. Pretty much. Take Madrid and it's over. Oh, and Brussels. Looks like Brussels was liberated briefly. What are they fighting for there? Ghent. I don't think Ghent's worth anything. They could take Copenhagen. That could be worth enough to surrender. Stockholm, Oslo. That'd probably be enough. They're like so close. Oh my gosh. Oh, there it is. There it is. Now we get to see if Asia can push back the Africans in a quick sweep, or the Africans actually just going to win, which I don't think is going to happen. I think the Asians are going to reinforce their lines and push the Africans back pretty quick. I think. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. A lot more fighting space in Africa too. The restricted zone is a lot smaller. Like a lot smaller. Oh yeah, I think we're already starting to see pushback. So you're seeing some pushback there in Turkey. Pretty quick pushback too. Oh, they just surrounded some units. Starting to push back in the Caucasus now. Troops are starting to kind of like line up and come around, you know. So yeah, they pushed them out of Turkey. That'll be it. The Turkish one is the fastest. It's all those trained units coming in. They're trying their best. The Africans, God love them. They've done so much. Like, they have done a lot. That is a big push into a powerful superpower. Like, just to get to that, even if you lose it, is impressive. Honestly, very impressive. Yeah, starting to really push them back there. Oh, they surrounded and killed a couple units. At least one. I think there was 2. And they could do that here, too. They could knock out this guy here. They do have a port there, but they're still cut off from the main divisions. Oh boy. Okay. A lot of red there. Oh, poor Africa. Poor, poor Africa. Yeah, they had what? Up to... Oops, pretty close to Istanbul. Pretty darn close. I think they're fighting over that port and stuff at that point. And now they're all the way back there. The Asians start to pour in all those good divisions that were fighting the Europeans. That's the problem. Oh, the Asians have broken into northern Syria now. That's a big breakout. That's uncontainable. The big worry too is like they could get right across here, cut off all these divisions here, so there's nothing to defend the Suez. The Suez is going to be a big one. Can Africa keep a hold of the Suez, or are they going to collapse immediately? That's the question. If I was Ethiopia, I'd be pouring fresh troops on a defensive line right there, like right on the Suez, and defend the Suez. Because they get past the Suez, Africa's done. Like, they're done as soon as they get past that Suez Canal. There's no coming back from that. Nothing. African Republic. Losing some troops here. Oh, they took that port, so those, what, 4 or 5 divisions? They're done. They're screwed. Yeah, they're dead. Oh, there goes 4 of them. Just that one guy left. Oh yeah, the Asians are really pouring into the Arabian Peninsula now. They've pretty close to pincered this advance up to the Black Sea. Oh, they just surrounded it, actually. Is there any cities that can give them supply? Australia just declared war on Africa, too. No, there's not really any cities. Oh, that pocket just got surrounded. They're fucked. Now, they're all pretty screwed. That's a lot of divisions, too. That's what... I can't even keep track. I mean, there's, what, 13 right there, 14, 19. There's got to be about 25 to 30 divisions in that pocket. That's a lot of divisions to lose. Like, a lot. We're getting close to the Suez now. Again, if they would just defend that with fresh troops and continue trying to recruit new troops to replace those lost. That's all they have to do. Defend the Suez. Because nobody's really producing ships. And those that are, North America, when they weren't producing units to send on those ships. So, a naval invasion is probably unlikely. It's possible, it's just very unlikely. They have pushed past the Suez. They have officially pushed past the Suez. They're surrounding Cairo now. A lot of African divisions were killed. Oh yeah, a lot. We went from about 100 divisions to 27 in the span there. That is a lot of casualties. 1.676 million casualties. That's a lot of casualties. 675,000 for the Asians. 675 South American, I assume mostly sailors, are dead from naval fights and stuff, trying to land. I don't imagine there's any land fights that happen there, but hey, you never know. Yeah, they've fully taken Egypt now. Egypt is under their control. Oh dear. Does not look good. This looks very, very, very bad. I gotta give them credit, though. The Africans are holding the southern Arabian Peninsula fairly well. They didn't collapse down and fold like a house of cards. At least not yet. They will, but they've held on longer than I thought they would. Looks like the Africans trying to reestablish some sort of line here, trying to fight in Libya. They don't really have anything south of that, though. Mostly defending units and stuff. Like, there's really nothing there. Also, South America has taken Equatorial Guinea, as well as Sao Tome. And, well, you can't take Principe. It's not there in the game. They also took a bunch of other islands in the middle of the Atlantic. So they are at least island hopping. I don't think the Australians are. No, definitely not. It's kind of crazy. And yeah, the Asians are pushing close to Addis Ababa. How close is... See, Africa is not even... Like, they're pretty far from capitulation still. They've still got a lot of land to lose. A lot of valuable land to lose. They're still fighting on the Arabian Peninsula too. Wow, that's commendable. They've been pushed back severely, but it's commendable. That last guy kind of defending Addis Ababa there. I feel bad for him. Look at his organization. It's so low. And he's got 2 other divisions coming to surround him. Yeah. Now, if he's smart, he'll take the capital and walk this way and surround that one unit and kill him. Apparently, that's not the plan. Same with this unit. Just take that port, and then he's done. I don't even know why he's there, where he's going. Oh, I see. Okay, he's defending the airstrip and the factories that are there. Okay. Okay. Sure. Whatever. I feel bad for Africa. They're doing so well. Oh, South America has made a naval invasion, a successful naval invasion in Morocco. Holy shit. Okay. So it has happened. The South Americans have an actual, like, thick-ass beachhead, and there's really nothing stopping them. There's no African divisions even close. These guys look like they're coming up. Yep. It's not enough, though. It's not enough. How many South American divisions are there? Oh, quite a few. And there's more coming. Oh, they're getting supplied from the Azores here. I see. Holy shit, look at all those fucking divisions coming. Damn. Yeah, good luck, Africa. You're not going to be able to contain that. That's insane. One little division down there. Where did they move their capital to after Addis fell? Tunis. Okay. That's not where I expected. I was thinking Lagos or somewhere in southern Africa. I wasn't thinking Tunis. I would have thought, what the hell's Morocco's capital city? Casablanca? No. Well, it's Casablanca's there. Rabat? Is that the name of it? Rabat? I would have thought maybe there. Casablanca would make sense, though, too. It's a pretty big city. Or Cairo, if it didn't fall first. That probably would have been the second choice. Would have been Cairo. Or even Tripoli? I don't know. Tunis just seems a weird option with all the other options out there. But maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. Ooh. Yeah, they're looking bad now. They're 65% towards capitulation now. As the Asians move south and the South Americans move south and east toward the capital. Wonder who will get there first, Asian forces or South American forces? They're about the same distance away. Ish. Just want to know who's going to get there first. Oh my god. I gotta get a coffee or maybe have a nap after this. I don't know. One of the two, anyway. God. I apologize for yawning so fucking much. I'm so goddamn tired. Oh, the South Americans and the Asians have linked up their front lines. I don't think they're at war with each other, though. Oops. Yeah, field hospital, whatever. Don't think they're at war. No. Not yet, anyway. It's the three others against the weak, almost dead one. Whose capital at Tunis just fell. They fell to the Asians, okay. It was very close, though. Very close. Where did they move it to? Yeah, South Africa and Pretoria. That's what I thought. They'll probably capitulate before that, though. I would say. Well, oh no, yeah, there they go. South America declared war on Asia. Interesting. Oh. A lot of South America's land there. Oh, they're gonna push in though. They're gonna try. Let's see if they can keep like an actual beachhead. I don't think they can. I think the Asians are gonna kick them off. Like they'll get a bit, but I don't think they'll keep it. I don't think the South Americans have enough troops to bring over to be able to quell it. So what do we have? We have Asia, 361 divisions, and we have South America. Oh, 618. Okay, well, maybe. South America is pretty beefy. They could possibly... It's possible? I don't know. Oh no, the Asians are taking that land back. I don't think the South Americans are going to be able to land enough troops. At least not right away. I assume the Asian armies are coming? Yeah, they're there. It's like, where the hell is all the Asian troops? Yeah, they're pushing them back. Okay. We're going to call Asia the winner here, because they're pushing back South America. I don't really think that's going to go anywhere too quickly, and Australia is definitely not strong enough to beat anybody up. Yeah, 110 divisions. Respectable amount, but not enough. Just not enough. There'll just be constant naval battles to the end of time. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.